John estimates that the width of the wall will be 8 feet. The actual wall measures 8.25 feet. What is this percent error? So with percent error, you're going to find how far off he is from his estimation. So this is feet. So I know that 100% is what he actually had, which was 8.25. And I want to figure out how far off he was. He was 0.25 feet off. So I'm going to divide by 8.25. So on my calculator, I'm putting 100 divided by 8.25. And I get 12.12 repeating. And then I'm going to multiply by 0.25. And I get 3.03 repeating. So this is 3%. For the month of February, Mr. Johnson budgeted $350 for his groceries. He actually spent $427.53. So my 100% is what he actually spent. And that's one of those memorization things. You just have to memorize that the actual is the 100%. And honestly, every year I have to think about what it is. Okay, then I find the difference between what the actual was and what he thought it was going to be. So I subtract. So that would be $427.53 minus $350. And I get $77.53. So I'm going to divide 100 by $427.53. And I get a crazy number, but I'm going to write down like the first couple of digits. That's a 2. And then without clearing my calculator, I'm going to multiply by 77.53. And I get 8, I don't know what's going on. Oh, jeez Louise. 18.13. So if I round this to the tenths place, it's 18.1%. For the next one, Carol measures her windows for new curtains. She measures the width to be 34 inches. It's actually 36 inches. Okay, so again, I'm doing my percent, and I've got my inches. I know that 100% is what it actually is, so it's 36. And I know she's off by 2 inches. So I'm going to do 100 divided by 36, and then I'm going to multiply by 2. And I get 5.5 repeating. So the 5 tells the 5 to round up. So it's 5.6%. The next one, it would take, she estimated it would take her 40 minutes to run 3 miles, but it only took her 30 minutes to run 3 miles, which it only took me 30 minutes to run 3 miles. Heck, I wish I could run 3 miles. I digress. All right, so we've got percent and we got miles. Or I should say minutes, not miles, because we're comparing the minutes. So I know 100% is 30 minutes because that's how long it actually took. And I know there's a 10-minute difference between her estimation and what it actually took. So my calculator, I'm going to divide 100 by 30. And I get 3.3 repeating. And then I'm going to multiply by 10. I get 33.3%. So percent of change is trying to find out how much the number changed by. So when you're looking at it, you're trying to figure out what was the change in the number. The speedometer showed that the driver was driving 35 miles per hour, but the police car's radar showed that he was actually driving 40 miles per hour. That's not fair. So I know that I got my percent and I got my miles per hour. I know that 100 would be the 40 because that's what it was actually going. Okay, I know that the difference between the two is 5 miles. So I'm going to divide by 40. So on my calculator, I'm doing 100 divided by 40, and I get 2.5. And then I'm going to multiply by 5, and I get 12.5. So the difference is 12.5%. All right, Gloria thinks it'll take her 12 hours to get to Florida, but it actually takes her 10 hours and 12 minutes. So because of these minutes, I'm going to have to convert everything to minutes. So I have 100%, and I know 12 hours is actually 12 times 60 minutes. So that's going to be 720 minutes. I know that 10 hours is actually 600 minutes, plus the 12 would be 612 minutes. So that's the actual. I want to find the difference between the two. So I'm going to do 720 minus 612, and I get 108. So she was off by 108 minutes. It's kind of cool though, because, well, not really. I shouldn't suggest you speed. All right, so 100 divided by 612, and I get kind of a crazy number. So I'm going to write down the first couple of digits, and I'm not going to clear my calculator. I'm going to multiply by 108, and I get 17.64. The 4 tells the 6 to stay the same, so I get 17.6%. So she was off by 17.6%. The next one says Denise measured the length of her yard to be 90 feet. The actual length is 86 feet. What was her error? So 100% is 86 because that's the actual, and she's off by 4. So I'm going to divide by 86. So 100 divided by 86. I get a crazy number, 1.162. I'm just going to write down a couple of the digits, and then I'm going to multiply by 4. So I get 4.65. The 5 tells the 6 to round up, so 4.7%. Alex measured the length of an item to be 3.7 centimeters. It was actually 3.5 centimeters. So the actual is 3.5. She was off by 0.2 of a centimeter. So I'm going to divide 100 by 3.5. And I get 28 and a crazy decimal. I'm not clearing my calculator. I'm multiplying by 0.2, and I get 5.71. Well, the 1 tells the 7 to stay the same, so it's 5.7%. John measured the volume of a bottle as 27 ounces. The actual volume is 32 ounces. So I know that 100% is 32. I know he was off by 5 ounces because 32 minus 27 is 5. I'm going to do 100 divided by 32, and I get 3.125. And then I'm going to multiply by 5, and I get 15.625. The 2 tells the 6 to stay the same, so it's 15.6%. Number 10, Gene measured the length of his bedroom as 14 feet. The actual length is 14.5 feet. What is the approximate percent error? So I know that the actual is 14.5. I know that he was off by half a foot. So I'm going to do 100 divided by 14.5. And I get 6.89 and then a crazy decimal after it. I'm not going to clear my calculator. I'm going to multiply by 0.5. And I get 3.44, blah, blah, blah. So 3.44, the 4 tells the 4 to stay the same. So 3.4% is how much he's off by. Hannah estimated the bottle could hold 2.2 liters. The actual volume of the bottle was 2 liters. Well, she's going to have a mess on the floor. What was her percent error? Oh, oops, I put how much she thought. There we go. She was off by 0.2 of a liter, but that's 0.2 of a liter on the floor. So I'm going to do 100 divided by 2, and then I'm going to multiply it by 0.2, and I get 10%. The last one is Dennis's kitchen. Dennis measured the space for his refrigerator. This sucks. He measured the space for his refrigerator as 37. The actual width was 36, so he's off by an inch. But the refrigerator then is not going to fit. So he's off by 1. Okay, so I do 100 divided by 36. And I get 2.7 repeating. Now this one is going to be strange because I'm going to 1 again. So I'm multiplying by 1. And yes, you're going to get the same answer again. 2.7 repeating. Well, the 7 is going to tell the 7 to round up. So you have 2.8%. All right. If you have questions, let me know. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I miss having you in class. Bye.